Hi, and welcome to Kids Craft with the Eaton Public Library. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a piece of art inspired by an artist named Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt was an Austrian artist who was very famous in his own time, but then he decided that he was going to move away from the hyper-realistic style that was prominent in Austria while he was alive and move into a more abstract style of art. His works are incredibly famous and altered the art world in Germany. And one of them was recently the subject of a film called The Woman in Gold, which was about the repatriation, in other words, the return of a piece of artwork that was stolen from its rightful owners during the Nazi reign in Germany. A portrait called The Portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer. And it was known as The Woman in Gold. So we're going to be using our supplies to make portraits similar to those of the Woman in Gold, Adele Bloch-Bauer. So let's go ahead and get started. If you picked up the kit from the library, you should have a couple of pieces of fancy gold embossed paper, a piece of black construction paper, a gold crayon, and a magazine. Start by selecting a picture from the magazine that you like and cut out the head, arms, and any feet or whatever might be visible, as I have done here. It's also a good idea to cut out the clothing because we're going to need to use that in a minute. As obviously you're going to need a pair of scissors and we're going to need a bit of glue. Take your black construction paper and glue the head, arms, feet, etc. down in position where they would go in the original piece of the picture. This is why it's helpful to actually have the other piece, which is the outfit, so that you can get everything in the proper position when you glue it down. If it's not exact, that's okay. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue these pieces down. Once you have everything glued into place, notice the main piece of my clothing is still loose. Go ahead and gently trace around your main article of clothing, leaving you with the outline of where it would have been. Now, when you pick it up, you should have the outline of the clothes. At this point, go ahead and take your gold paper and your crayon and fill in the clothing and the background with a design. So for example, I'm going to take my circles here that I have in mind, which are nice and gold colored. I'm going to cut some of them out, but I'm not going to worry about getting them exact, because Klimt, at the time that he was doing his gold phase, was moving into abstract art and away from a hyper-realism that would have been found in other art by Austrians at the time. We're going to create sort of a collage type effect by using our bits of gold and our crayon. You can also use a marker or colored pencils, gold marker, colored pencils, or gold paint pen to do some of this as well. I'm going to kind of mimic her outfit here a little bit. When you're done, you can just go ahead and finish in your piece, add some background details, add some highlights, fill in maybe the patterns on the clothing, or do something totally different as you wish. Go ahead and add, you can see I added the gold over here. Have fun with this, and I hope you enjoy making your very own abstract painting and portrait in the style of Gustav Klimt.